on we go. And now I know for sure how we keep it on the low. It's a story that is never told.
Let's talk about top strikers. Strikers that you guys think will do something next season for their teams, wherever they find themselves playing it. Let me start off with you. Give me 5 players you think will have an impact on their team.
Okay,
5 players.
Five players.
Your best 5.
Okay, my best 5. I feel like Gabriel Jesus
Jesus.
has grown into more of a someone who knows his position. I mean, he's not that big, but I feel like with Chelsea, Manchester City's firepower that they're building around like the whole team, I feel like one player who's going to be consistent in that position, the number 9 position, might get more goal output. So I think Gabriel Jesus has got more space to explore since now Aguero is out.
Okay.
So Aguero too, going to Barcelona.
Aguero too.
He's working with Messi now. I mean, where Suarez had that position of having more goal output, I think this is his chance, Aguero, to come out. I mean, you've got Depay on the side there, a great signing that we added to Barcelona.
Okay.
So we've got so much attacking play in Barcelona that I think Aguero might benefit from. And also Harry Kane, if he does choose to move to Manchester City, which might hamper Gabriel Jesus' chances of shining. So I think Harry Kane, if he moves to the right formidable club, he's going to be a great striker. I think that those are my top picks for now. Those are my
Top 6.
Yes.
So you don't have a top 5, you have a top 3.
Top 4. Because
Gabriel
top 3, sorry,
Jesus.
top 3, yes, top 3. For
Harry
now,
Kane
Harry
and
Kane,
Aguero.
Yes.
Wow. Those are interesting points.
Yes.
Okay.
My brother, what do you have for us?
Hey, actually, top strikers, it's a difficult one. But first of all, I think I would go for Cavani.
Cavani?
Why? Because Cavani is a poacher striker. He has instincts of where the ball is gonna drop. He knows how he can make 5 runs without the ball getting to him. That's why he's a striker. He doesn't keep up. So the thing is that in those 5 runs, on the 6th one might be his own. He might be lucky enough to get the ball and score. And he just has instincts of where the ball might drop. That's why sometimes before they cross the ball or they make a square pass, he moves and goes back because
But
he has
do you
that
think-
instinct of a top
Let him
striker.
finish, we're gonna come back.
Of a top striker. Wait.
Definitely gonna come back.
And remember, Cavani played very few games for Man U.
Very true.
And the impact he made alone, we forgot about Anthony Martial. I'm sorry to say, but we did forget about Anthony Martial, and we were a bit relaxed every time Cavani is on the pitch.
Yeah.
Because of he saved us in some games that, trust me, we thought that we were gonna lose. Now, number 2, we have Harry Kane.
Okay.
Harry Kane in 2014 when he started, and Harry Kane in 2021, he has grown in a massive way because of Harry Kane is more of now both a striker and someone that assists. He knows the ball, he knows how to guide his ball. He knows how to drag players to him and let other people score the goals. You
More
understand?
like
So
Roberto Firmino.
exactly. But then more advanced than Roberto Firmino, you see. And then another person I feel like is still gonna play a bit of a number 9 role is Mbappe. Because remember, he's a forward player. Though he's a wing player, but he can still play like a number 9 in certain formation and shape.
But mark my words, I feel like Mbappe is not going to perform that much this season. I saw the confidence has been hampered when you saw the Euros.
Is it the fame or what?
It's the fame and everything getting to his head, the ego.
The ego.
Is really going to hamper his growth. He's not like Ronaldo. Ronaldo was an animal in the box. You know, you could finish, even if you could prove his words. You could
No,
say
but
something and he would do it.
Mbappe has a better stats than Ronaldo
Yeah.
at this point.
I feel like
at that age.
I feel like
Good,
because
good,
I feel like
yeah.
because it's a generational change with football that
He has already won the
youngsters
World
are
Cup,
being
mind
trusted
you. Yeah.
in a constant and starting role in a team, a big team.
Yeah.
With Ronaldo in them, of course, Ronaldo came.
Sporting wasn't a small team.
He was, no, I feel like when he came
United
to when he
wasn't
came-
a small
when he
team.
came to United, right? There was a lot of stars too, and there was a lot of pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with
But that's
Mbappe,
the same thing in
Yeah.
Mbappe's
Mbappe,
face.
Mbappe started with he was trusted with a starting role and he had game time. Compared to Messi, no game
Alright.
time. The game time was like very hampered. It was like there was Ronaldinho, those big players,
those
Eto'o.
too many players.
So yeah, those people at the young age they were so good, but the teams they were not trusting youngsters like they trust youngsters these days.
So Paul, do you still want to add or I should
Yeah,
move on to-
and definitely we have Ronaldo.
Okay, Ronaldo.
And I feel like that's I don't have to explain why.
So it's Cavani.
It's Cavani,
Kane,
it's Kane, it's Mbappe,
Ronaldo.
and it's Ronaldo.
Okay.
No, but I feel like no, wait.
Yeah.
With the Ronaldo issue, I feel
Yeah.
like Ronaldo's team is not doing him justice.
Ah,
Ronaldo's team, it's even declining. Look at Juventus right now. They're not even signing any big players. They haven't changed anything. He's working with Benedeschi, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
and Chiesa. Chiesa is good, but it's not a world class team.
We will definitely come back to your points.
Okay.
But before we come back to your points, let's hear his top 5.
As well as Brie.
Let's hear Tola's Breeze top 5.
So let me give you my top 5, right?
All right.
So we're starting with Harry Kane. Obviously, we know British people say he's the best striker, in Euros top 2. For me, Kane has that flair when it comes to scoring. It's like the goals are just, you don't know where the goals comes from, but he scores.
So what happened in the Euros?
What happened in the Euros?
Yeah.
I play like Harry Kane in the Premier League. He's a late
We're
starter.
not- I'm
He's
not
a late
talking
starter.
about-
Let me give you
talking about Euros.
Wait. He's a late starter, so it means that he picks up fire very slowly and he gains momentum.
But then
That's
a
what I
player
meant.
like
That's what I
a
meant.
player like that can't win the league for his team because Mara, we are in like
Need
6 games.
consistency.
Now we are waiting for you to
But Harry Kane, even though he picks up late fire, he still bags more than 20 goals and he gets the golden boot. So he just needs the team which can push him to have that fire.
To be an
in the
early
league.
starter.
Anyway, let's move on to number 2, Lewandowski. People are acting like as if Lewandowski is nowhere to be found just because he's playing for Bayern Munich. Lewandowski is still going to do what Lewandowski does. Number 3, Haaland.
Okay.
Haaland, for me, I feel like he's the next Lewandowski, like in the Bundesliga. So for me, is that Haaland is going to score more goals than Lewandowski this season because of how that new signing Bellingham is going to now be a crucial point for Dortmund to assist Haaland. And number 4, Cavani. You cannot count out the maestro Cavani out of this equation. Literally, you
United
cannot.
fans.
Me, I don't think
United
Cavani will be consistent in the Premier League because you know why? The Premier League, there's so many dimensions to it. There's injuries. There's
Before we
Yeah.
move to the Cavani
Okay,
issue, are you done with your top
I'm
5?
not done with my top 5. And then I actually have the top 6, right? My number 5 is Calvin Lewin. Let's not underestimate how Calvin Lewin is a phenomenal player who's growing. So I'm saying that this season is going to be a very instrumental player for Everton, especially now that they signed Townsend. So I feel like
Yeah, that's true.
experience
Oh, they
from
signed Townsend.
Yeah,
Wow,
that
that's-
experience from Townsend
that's
is going
huge,
to help
that's
him,
huge.
especially with the assists.
All
Because
right.
Townsend is a very good assister.
All right.
Number 6, Danny Ings. If Southampton do push the right buttons, I feel like Danny Ings is going to also play another crucial role for them.
That's
He
true.
can back that 20 goals. So yeah, that's my top 6.
Okay, guys, moving on. Your top 3 was very interesting. Me personally, I don't think they will be the best players come next season, but
Especially Gabriel Jesus.
you said Gabriel Jesus, Aguero, and Kane. What do you guys think about
Gabriel
Kane?
Jesus is dead for City. I don't see Gabriel Jesus going anywhere. No, honestly,
wait.
at this point, City might just as well let Gabriel Jesus go
No,
and
no,
bring
no,
back
no.
Iheanacho.
Okay.
Bring back Iheanacho.
So,
Iheanacho should be
I
there.
have a problem with that because you know why? I feel like City overall as a team is a
Okay.
better team, right? Is a good team. It's actually the best team
Without
that
Jesus.
works together.
You don't need
No. I'm saying as a team, they work together as a unit, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that Aguero is gone and the fact that Gabriel Jesus has been getting into that formidable position as a striker, number 9, our first choice, because Aguero is gone now. I think that gives him more security and
Okay.
gives him more starting.
But then,
No, Gabriel Jesus.
remember, City wants a new striker, so
They
if
want
they
a new
wanted
striker.
Jesus
Yes.
to be their main striker, they were not
Exactly.
going to buy another striker.
Of course. But the thing about City is that they always have 2 or more players in one position. That's how because they have the money. They have the
Okay,
flexibility.
moving on to Aguero. Aguero lost his starting lineup with City.
City.
So do you think
Exactly.
what exactly will Barca use
Okay,
Aguero?
Barcelona
and he's
have-
already old.
but
I
the
don't
thing-
think.
The thing about Barcelona, I think the reason why they signed Aguero is because they needed him to start again. They
Okay.
needed him back on fire.
So you think he'll
they
be
don't
back on
have
fire?
yeah because they do not have the money to buy a high class
High class, I
who's
understand
young
that.
like Haaland.
Totally understand.
So they put in experience
invest in someone who's
before,
alright.
yes, before.
No,
So I think
understand, I
Aguero,
understand.
Aguero with Messi over the period of 6 months, you know, a whole season.
He'll be
I
okay.
think he
Alright.
will go into.
Honestly, Barcelona is just broke and they just took advantage of Aguero with a free agent. There's no reason for that. Before we continue, Gabriel Jesus last season, let's be honest, when Aguero got injured, they gave Gabriel Jesus
They gave him the chance and he didn't do
failed.
anything.
He was missing. He was desperate,
Flopped
just like
with
desperate
flying
player.
colours.
So we cannot say that if you give a player freedom and chances, that will boost his
Then,
confidence.
of
No,
course, I
if you can
definitely
perform
agree with you.
when a player like Gundogan is being performed, if a player from the back, a central defensive
What
player is
scorers?
scoring,
But
one of the strikers.
don't lose hope, because you know why? If you look at all the players in City right now, even our front three, they were all trash. I won't lie to you. If you look at Sterling was trash.
Sterling
but now
was
he's a high
definitely
class player
trash.
because of Euros and also the past 2 seasons.
Exactly.
And if you look at Gundogan, he was like rated as one of the simple.
Yeah.
If you look at your FPL, he was like one of the most cheapest.
Can I ask you something?
Wait,
What happened
wait.
to Ferran Torres?
Oh, Ferran Torres is
Ah.
big, and he's actually very good. He's a
Ah,
winger. He's a winger.
Exactly.
That was a flop
Exactly.
signing.
No, he's
Exactly.
good.
That was a flop signing.
That was a flop
That was a
signing.
flop
You know-
signing.
you
It
know-
was
Look at
total
what he did.
flop.
Okay.
When was he in Spain?
Total
When was he in
flop.
Spain?
Wait.
Let's say what's
Anyways,
Relax.
continue.
Ferran Torres did do how do I say it? Satisfactory for his
What?
first. No, for his first. I'm talking about City alone with the chances he was given, because he was coming off the what? Off the
Bench.
the bench. Yeah. So he did score a number of goals and assisted, and he was also part of
All right,
plays.
all right.
So he wasn't.
All right.
Wasn't like,
Flop signing.
Anyways, I understand you're a City fan.
Mhm.
So no matter what we say, you will defend your
I'll
team.
defend it.
I
I'll
respect
defend
that. I respect
My team
that.
comes first.
Anyways, let's move on to our brother's pick.
Yeah.
You did talk about Mbappe. You did mention Ronaldo, who's already
Okay.
37. You
Yes.
did talk about.
Ronaldo is old, guys.
You didn't have to mention it.
Okay. Let's move on.
Can I tell you something? I mentioned these players, not because I wanted to ignore Lewandowski and ignore the likes of Dominic Calvert. That's a very good player. But let me just focus on the people I mentioned, right? And there's someone I want to add also, Suarez.
Suarez.
He's very good. He fits in the position of Atletico. That he has been a perfect player since he got to Atletico. So going back to the people I called Mbappe, I feel like he's still gonna make a very big impact in what do they call it, in PSG.
PSG. But he wants to leave though.
No, but I feel like
No. I'm saying
Yeah.
wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Remember, Mbappe, he's building himself to be an individual player, which Ronaldo did. Ronaldo is an individual player.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still picking Ronaldo, because of even though his team is not performing, he can still get to those 20 goals. That's why I'm saying that
Yeah.
if you work as an individual, you go back to your own drawing board
Yeah.
to make sure that you as a player, you try to improve yourself. Eventually, when the team starts performing as a whole,
Yeah.
you will make the team even better.
But
But which
I
team
personally
has
feel
Ronaldo been in which they were not performing?
Um,
Was Juventus
all
were
the teams performed.
No. I'm just saying that he's the leader. There are some players that
Yeah.
they are good, but they are only good with the team. Someone like Roberto Firmino. Am I lying?
No.
They're not like
Exactly, he's good
No,
with the team,
not.
but as an individual, he's not good. You see, I was disappointed about Hazard.
Yeah,
Hazard was
very disappointed.
when he was in Chelsea, he was good as an individual. When the whole team is playing shit, you can see Hazard. He takes the ball from the back, he dribbles everyone and goes to score. Like that goal against Arsenal. You saw what he did
Yeah.
there. You see, so I'm just saying that this is, if you watch the players I picked, they are individually good.
But I want like.
You see Cavani also. Cavani built himself like that. That's why Mason Greenwood was he posted, I think this time, or was it on Twitter, about what Cavani said to him during training. Taught him some few things about being a number 9 or how to move, because of why he built himself like that.
But I personally feel Mbappe is overrated.
Is what?
No.
Mbappe is overrated. No, the fact that you're saying he's trying to build himself as an individual, I
Yeah.
think he won't be able to do that, because PSG itself is not regarded as a challenge. I won't lie to you. PSG, the team itself, it hasn't really helped him evolve as a player. I won't lie to you, because I feel like he needs an environment like, let's say,
Well,
for
it's
example,
muscle.
yes, for example, if you look at Pulisic, how he's tried to challenge himself at Chelsea, he might be able to grow
Yeah.
as a player.
But he's
Usually-
too comfortable.
Yeah, because
He's too
the
comfortable
moment,
in
yeah,
Paris.
the moment Mbappe moves to another league, I want to see that challenge. I want to see if he's going to take that baton himself. Because you know, if you look at PSG, he was born into a star team. He came.
No, but then remember,
no,
let me.
where he won the league.
He won the league with Monaco.
At Monaco.
And
No,
Monaco
I
was a
want to
small
deny that.
team.
And no, Monaco was not a small team.
No,
Monaco
but
had star
that
teams,
season,
star
yeah.
players. Actually, all the players in Monaco right now are in big
Yeah,
teams.
that's
where
after
they're
they won
But
the
now look at
After they won
the
the
players
league.
that Chelsea bought.
Yeah.
After the Bakayoko,
Yeah.
he didn't do anything
No.
for Chelsea.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
So-
fine. All I'm saying is, when,
Hey, but
I think
Bakayoko
Mbappe did take the right decision to go to PSG, and he was a high class player already.
No, but then,
So,
listen. Do you think Mbappe will survive out of PSG?
I don't think he will. I don't think he
Can I
will.
tell you why he will?
You cannot. Yeah.
You won't. You know why?
Can I tell you why he will?
If you look at France itself, right?
Mm.
Mbappe is good, but Mbappe, the thing is, if he does not have a good team, if
Mm.
the team is not functioning, he won't evolve out of that as a good player himself.
Anyways,
That's what he's trying to say.
anyways, guys, let's not forget our brother here. He still has to give his
And
Yeah,
Ronaldo
yeah.
views.
So let's move on to our brother. Then if we want to attack, we will attack. Then we move forward.
There's no reason to attack. I don't think there's anything to attack on.
No, but I don't think.
No, but it looks like he's mentioning obvious players.
What?
But it's
Obvious
fine.
players.
No, we know that we know they are going to perform.
No. I give
No,
you
no,
players.
no.
Players.
Okay,
I
okay.
have
Which
a
are
problem.
so-
I have a problem with Calvin Lewin
Calvin Lewin.
and Danny Ings. Those people want to perform as they did last season. You know why?
Number
Because
one, the
we
coach
came
is
out.
not there.
We came out of a period of where there was no fans in the stadium. We came out of a point where there was COVID.
So that will affect
happening.
them.
That will affect them so much because those teams were always hampered to be underprivileged teams. But now there was a level of 50-50 between big teams and small teams. I mean, look at Aston Villa and Liverpool, right? I think they beat them 7.
Seven.
That was when there was no fans or
Yeah.
anything. I think things
No,
changed
7.
so much. The dimensions changed so much because there was so much advantage for the lower class teams.
Anyways,
Because things were leveled out.
A player like Lewin, a player like Danny Ings, those are proper strikers.
They are proper strikers.
Let me tell you, Calvin Lewin really has drastically just taken a huge turn and literally started to perform better. So I do not think that train that Calvin Lewin is on wrong is going to get off anytime soon.
No,
Really?
no.
Ings, to be honest, you know what Ings can do. Ings was so
He's a good
underrated
player.
this season, underrated player. He's a very good
Very
player.
good player.
Technical awareness, his shooting rate is just a
Yeah, he
good
has
player.
shot power.
Who's
Shot
just
power is
underrated.
very good
Exactly.
player.
He wasn't given the opportunity in Liverpool, so that's why he couldn't.
But in Liverpool, remember you have to understand he was with Sturridge.
Exactly.
But you know why? You know my point is true. My point is true because if you look at what happened with Calvin Lewin,
Yeah.
it was the beginning of the season and mid-season where these people shined. But when the teams adapted to the whole thing, there was no surprises in the Premier League anymore. Because I think at the beginning of the season, COVID, no fans, there was just disturbance.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
The big teams
Most
didn't understand what's
definitely.
happening.
Most
but when the
definitely.
moment
Most
everything,
definitely.
yeah, the performance is down.
I do understand what he's talking
Performance is
about.
down.
So in such situation, we just have to wait for next season
Exactly.
to see what those players
Well, I
are
believe
made of.
he's developing. He's
Under the pressure,
Definitely.
let's see how
Under the
it goes.
pressure
So,
of the
anyways,
pressure.
guys,
I believe he's under
anyways,
Lukaku.
moving on. This will be the end of the program for today. We'll continue next week because I know if we keep up, we're not gonna finish today. But we have things to do, so we definitely have to cut it
Exactly.
and continue next week. See you guys next week. Don't forget to tune in and subscribe. Cheers from the studio. Bye. See
Gabriel Jesus is trash.
On and on we go, and now I know for sure how we keep it on the low. The story